a miracle OTK warrior with all the control that the warrior still has.
Yeah.
And the
All the
weakness was,
fun decks are nerfed now, Crip. We can't do
but
degenerate things anymore.
well, soon enough we probably will be able to.
All the new degenerate things are just animals. You just play dudes and they buff other dudes and they benefit from having dudes in play. What's fun is like being the guy playing gadgets in preparation. It's not fun to be the guy on the other side,
The
but
other
it's really
guy,
fun
yeah.
to be that guy. Or just freeze every turn, Power Blast face. But yeah, Druid Mirror. Both players are playing some stuff. One of them has Wild Growth, so he'll probably win. Firebat looks
Well, we're talking about Firebat having some interesting cards. I can't actually make out what's interesting about that. I don't think there's anything too interesting in there. Not yet,
Firebat's
anyway.
list? No, it's probably the same when he played a DreamHack winner. The only unique thing I think was the one Youthful Brewmaster to go with the battle cries and just to kind of heal up minions here and there. But the important thing here is Firebat has the Wild Growth, so it's so difficult to win the Druid Mirror when your opponent has Wild Growth and you don't. We'll see if Savjz can manage to do it. I mean, double Shade of Naxxramas is very hard to interact with, so if something is going to just steal the game out of nowhere, I could definitely see that doing it. But with what the board looks like right now, Savjz might just have to Savage Roar defensively.
I don't think so. I think if he draws an Innervate, he just wins the game. I think you'd
think
actually
so?
wrap your own creature for one.
And Hero Power
Yeah.
Face, okay. Yeah, okay, I can see that. That's actually, yeah, that's a good point. You have a lot of damage in play. You need you're dealing 2 a turn basically from the growth. Your opponent's at 23. You have a 6 damage Savage Roar, so they're at 17. It's gonna take 9 turns to have lethal at this rate, unless you get something else to stick.
Well, he's got the Druid of the Claw for 4.
Yeah, so that's 5 turns. Yeah, plus if anything sticks, you pretty much win. Okay, yeah, I like that. Wrath your own guy, Hero Power Face. And to be fair, Firebat doesn't have a great play for next turn. Might just have to drop a BGH. Might have to just force an H. I don't know. It's you know,
I think because Savjz is roping, he's not going to be able to make the Wrath play.
Yeah. He is going to go with the conservative Savage Royal line of play. Yeah, I'm with you, Crip. I think this is a little bit worse than going for just the Shade win. Oh, he's also going to attack, which will fill up Savjz's turn where he didn't have a good play. Well, he drew Drake, so he would have, but he is going to Drake anyway. I wonder if he'll attack Shade into Shade.
You have to. If you play Drake, you commit to the attack. Oh my! That would have done it.
Yeah, I would have done it.
I don't think he actually saw the play, because he doesn't seem too distraught about that draw, and I think otherwise he would have been.
I think we might just see a taunt Druid of the Claw and then effectively just game over with that Black Knight.
Yep.
Savjz knows he's behind, he has to take risks. And that risk is going to get him absolutely punished by that top deck from Firebat last turn.
Oh, I think he just... Did he just realize the Wrath thing right now? Because he looks really sad, just suddenly out of nowhere. Yeah, I think he did. I think that's exactly what happened. I think he just realized that the Wrath play would have won him the game with that draw.
Yeah. Well, what to do now? He's considering Innervate swiping. Considering letting the minion live. He's just going to risk the Black Knight and get absolutely wrecked. That's game.
Yep. That is...
There is no coming back from that. Alright, Savjz pretty much knows this one's over. I think we're going to see a Lotheb kind of go through the motions for the next few turns, but it's a very tough game to lose for Savjz. I like the 2 Drakes in Firebat's deck. Definitely a strong 5-drop.
Actually, I don't think Savjz is all the way out of this. Like, if he Lothebs managed to draw the other Savage Roar and stay alive to turn 9, he might make it. Because the Lotheb is going to trigger 5 damage. Then you have a swipe to face.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, Firebat just drew the combo.
Oh. Well, goodbye.
Does not look good for him, yeah. I might just see a BGH drop to have a minion and just going face. Yeah, hit him for 8, play BGH.
Yeah, I like that.
Next turn. Very defensive play from Firebat. He's even gonna trade. Wow, rather than going face. Firebat's giving Savjz a lot of time. Maybe swipe Harrison? Swipe Hero Power. Oh no, you can't.
Swipe Harrison.
He has 7 mana. Yeah, I thought he had Innervate still for some reason. This is just so brutal. This is where the wild growth advantage really shows. I mean, Savjz has 7 mana to work with. Firebat's
he just
playing
plays something better every single turn.
Yeah.
Firebat's playing like overly conservative on the board, but I mean, you're so far ahead that you can basically just do this up here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what Firebat does anymore. And that'll do it. That's lethal next turn with the Force of Nature combo in Firebat's hand. He's going to take the first game of the series.
And we know that through those draws, yeah, with those draws, Savjz would have won if he wrathed his own guy. Because he would have won before Firebat's 9th turn. Which means Firebat could not combo or taunt up to stop the damage.
That's very nice of Firebat to show Savjz that he plays BGH before the game is over.
I guess so.
Alright, let's get right into the next game, guys, as soon as we can.
Looks like Savjz doesn't even think about it. It's Warlock time.
Well, it's gotta mean it's Zoo.
Does it? Doesn't Handlock do quite well against? I think it is Handlock. We've already seen him play it. It is Handlock.
Really? Handlock matchup's pretty close, especially if he plays BGH. Alright, we're gonna see the Keeper keep. I'm not. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, the logic is that it's decent against Twilight Drake. It trades for it. I'm a big fan of just going for Wild Growth and BGH only, and Innervates. Because just having a good draw, like a Wild Growth into Yeti, into Azure Drake, just that kind of curve can keep up with what Handlock is doing if you have that growth. So,
well, Savjz decides to give up the Innervate Yeti play.
Yep.
By that I mean Ancient Watcher.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth it when you go first. Had he gone second, I think he definitely would have done it. So he needs to tap for a 4-drop. Doesn't get one, he's gonna be so
You got
upset.
one. That's a 4.
Yep. Turn 4 defender, go. Here it comes. Are we gonna see this attack from Firebat? Nope. Let's see if he gets it. Brutal. Oh man, that is the second Handlock player today that we've seen just brick on the turn 4 play. It's not the end of the world, I mean...
Oh, there it is. End of the world.
Now it is.
That big game, man. He just follows the giant. You know, he has some serious tracking ability. It's not just about the snipe. He's a real hunter. You know, you follow the trail when the giant is drawn, you follow right in.
Yeah. Never really shows up during Drake season. Just there for the giant.
Yep.
Well,
The Drake is a waste of time. It's not even a big game.
it's just moderately sized game.
Yeah.
I kind of like Shadow Flame Coil here. Maybe he wants to wait until after BGH tears him a new one.
I kind of like Shadow Flame Coil.
Well, so the Shadow Flame. Here's the coil. He is going to go with that line of play.
Very good stuff.
Oh, Panda BGH. I'm still pretty sure that Panda is just worse than the second BGH, but it's it'll be good here if you draw them together.
Oh god. Oh man. That sucks for Savjz so hard. He could have avoided this completely.
Yeah, I would just play
And
Sludge
I think
Belcher
he knows
Sulfa.
it too. I'm sure he knows that if he wrathed his own guy, he would have won last game.
I wonder.
I think this is tilt season.
Oh man, let's see what he goes with. Soulfire Giant. All right.
That's good. This card's an owl, and you have 2 and no target for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've got
All right, BGH Panda time.
Like
Needs a
BJ,
panda.
oh, of course. And then the panda, and then we have to see it.
Yeah, you got a panda, or else BGH might die.
It's not like you can really play anything else. Not even the innervate. You can't play anything else.
Drink with me, friend.
Yeah, he's gonna go with it. Oh,
Sadness.
just that look on Savjz's face. Oh.
Well, if the Belcher lives, the Twilight Drake might not be too bad because it might stay alive behind the taunt.
That's definitely true. All he needs to do is hit a Wrath off this, though. Is he drawing? He is.
Is that 10?
No, he's 9 exactly, so.
Okay.
Okay, see that
hand,
keep?
hand Druid versus hand lock. Not bad.
Exactly. Holding on to that keeper didn't really work out for him too much. So once the Druid gets to this point, it almost always wins because now they're basically playing the same deck, right? They're playing like a control deck that draws some cards, kills some stuff, plays some dudes. Except Druid has access to this combo that deals at least 14 damage the entire game. And Savjz is playing a deck with no burst and leaving his opponent at 30 life. So it becomes nearly impossible for Handlock to win from these situations. Just because Druid can let, Firebat can kill all of Savjz's stuff at this point and just kind of let Savjz hover around 14, 15 life without those free Molten Giants, and then just kill him the second the opportunity presents itself.
What do you do here? Do you do Keeper, Innervate, Spectral Knight?
I would Keeper.
Keeper what? Like kill the Drake? Keeper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter what dudes you have, you just need some dudes, and then you have lethal.
Oh, Spectral. Super tough
Alright.
board. It's gonna
Well-
work if there's no Shadow Flame Molten Giant. And there's not either of those, is there? Actually, no, I think there is a Shadow Flame there.
There's Defender Shadow Flame. You can
That's pretty sad, but yeah, I think that is the play.
okay, let me think about this. Okay, you Defender your no, you don't have the mana to do it all. Oh man. Maybe you just Defender your guys and make it a second Drake and just go face. I mean, that's not bad either. Set up all the taunts. No, he's just gonna go with Sludge Belcher Defender. Interesting.
You can kill one this way. Yep.
Yep. All right. No Black Knight yet from Firebat. That BGH is a bit useless too. Savjz knows that it's in his hand, so he's not gonna play Giants until he absolutely knows that they're going to accomplish something.
I think the Giants are basically Shadow Flame pillars at this point in the game.
Yep. All right, I think we're gonna see the silence. It does give you a lot of dudes in play. You kill the 2/3 most likely, maybe the 4/1.
Silence swipe. Alright.
All right, Spectral Knight goes in. So back to Savjz.
Siphon Soul, huh?
Can you set up a decent trade here? I mean, you probably it's not worth Shadow Flaming here. You just trade and then you make do you life tap actually? He really wants
You
to
can
develop it.
you can life tap and then use Watcher Shadow Flame.
No, there's no
No, you
reason to
wouldn't
watch
do
your
that.
Shadow. Yeah.
Yeah.
You life tap and then you go Farseer Defender, I think. Either way, Savjz has a ton of options. This is one of the reasons that handlock players do have to take a lot of time around turn 10. You have a ton of cards in hand. They all do different stuff. They're very swingy effects. You have to consider what you can draw into by life tapping. You just have so many options when you draw so many cards over the course of the game. So we see handlock players in tournaments take their time with it. All right, he is going to go with the
Siphon Soul tap Ancient Watcher, I think.
Siphon on the 2/4. That's not a minion that you usually use a Siphon on, but he is going to go with that. Doesn't want to let Firebat stick a single minion. He is going to be very aware of the potential combo from Firebat's side. He knows the Druid's drawn a million cards at this point. He's very likely to have Force of Nature Savage Roar.
Goes with the Wild Growth first. What is he trying to get?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's looking for, but I think the plan here is to just play the lore, so no reason not to draw a card first with Wild Growth.
Oh my.
Alright. Is there an Innervate left in Firebat's deck? Because if so, he can get the
I think
double
so.
Savage Roar combo off eventually. That's a great draw. That's Siphon.
He's not using it.
My shield for Argus.
I was going to go with the Defender plus heal to his 5/6 instead. Looks like it. Okay. Savjz has developed a very strong board. And Firebat's just kind of been drawing
There's
cards.
Azure Drake. Easy game.
Oh,
My
man.
strong board.
Oh, that's a hell of a swipe. This is the reason you play Azure Drake.
Holy cow.
Alright, Savjz is just running low on resources. He can't afford to life tap much. Hasn't had the time to, hasn't had the life to. Soulfire is a nice pickup. That's going to let him get some stuff on the board and still deal with Drake.
I think here it's just heal, Siphon, Farseer.
Really? I like life tap, Farseer.
Soulfire.
Life tap, Farseer, copy Drake, Soulfire. You go to
So low
exactly
right now.
15. Yeah, you go to exactly 15. You're dead to Innervate combo, but that's the risk I would take. There might be some merit in taunting as well.
Yeah. I think that's what he's thinking about. I think he's thinking about Siphon and Taunt.
Savjz is still aware of the BGH in Firebat's hand because of the Youthful Brewmaster earlier. So you go with heal.
Taunt up those dudes and Soulfire. He really wants to kill off this Drake out of his hand.
Wants
It's
to-
by far the worst card.
The
Shadow
giant,
Flame might actually be pretty worthless here, because Firebat's not really going to be able to populate a big board at this point in the game.
Do you think we'll see a charge Druid or a taunt? I think probably taunt Druid here. Firebat just needs to
Charge is fine, you have so much life. Charge, I think Charge is actually a deal.
exposes you to Mortal Coil though.
You've already
And
seen
trading.
one. Does Handlock play 2 that frequently?
Yeah, most of the time. It also trades with a 2/1 on the board. I like taunt, but I guess some of them play Black Knight as well. Tough to really predict what's going to be in the deck there.
I like the Charge. You like the Taunt. I'm betting he's going to go Charge.
Alright, Firebat goes to the taunt. That's going to make the Faceless and Savjz's hand a lot better if he chooses to go with that. And I think he will, considering the other cards are unplayable right now. Alright, playing Molten now. He knows it'll just get BGH'd. Is it worth holding on to it just so you have a cheaper Mountain Giant? So you can play 2 in 1 turn?
Probably. Because playing 1 doesn't actually offer you any advantage. You have to play both. The thing is here, you can't clear that board. If you can't clear that board, you're basically dead. So basically, he's dead.
Well, he is going to have a Druid of the Claw. But I don't think it'll be enough. I think Savjz is dead here. There's no possible way to live.
I think he lives at like 1 or 2 life if he makes the safest possible play.
Actually, if he leaves the Farseer taunt alive and copies the 4/6.
Yeah, I think he's alive with like a couple hit points.
No, he's exactly dead. The tree kills the Farseer, the Loatheb kills the Druid, and yeah, it's game. Should be exactly
right.
10. 2
Yep.
trees and face damage.
Yep.
Alright, Firebat's gonna do the math quick. And take the 2-0 lead.
With the Druid, easy game. Easy one to figure out.
Alright, so Firebat's just gonna have to win one more after this point to advance further in the loser's bracket. Well, all the way through to the finals, basically, right? We're in the loser's bracket finals right now. The winner advances to the finals. And it's going to be RDU versus... Well, no, not right now. Right after this. My bad. Right, 2-0 now.
Maybe not right after this. Maybe 3 games after this.
Maybe 3 games after this, yeah.
Might be.
We've seen sweeps in this tournament already, so... Alright.
What is Savjz relying on right now? Is it Warrior?
Yeah, Warrior's going to
Warrior.
have to beat Standard Druid, which never happens. It's the worst matchup.
But look at that. Like, it's got to beat like some like really weird ass rogue deck after that, and then a shaman that can't play like a third of its deck against Warrior most of the time.
Yeah.
Is that really that bad? Like if the Warrior does beat the Druid, I feel like Savjz is not in the worst of shape here.
Yeah, it's definitely possible to 3-0. I mean, Warrior is that kind of deck that it doesn't really have any absolutely terrible matchups, except Druid. So it can beat anything.
Do you really think Druid's the worst matchup for Warrior? You think it's nothing worse?
I think Warrior is literally the only matchup that Firebat's Druid deck is favored in. Of all the decks that are played in the entirety of Hearthstone, I think the only good matchup among reasonable tournament decks is Warrior. I think Druid is like 40% across the board, except against... Well, it depends on the Druid deck, though, right? Like, some of them, the Miracle one, that one has more game against aggro, but the list Firebat is playing with just clunky big guys, hoping you draw Wild Growth, like, that actually is unfavored against everything except Warrior. Maybe Priest. I think it beats Priest, too, actually, because you can get fast Spectral Knights out, and he's playing Cairn. Alright, players are ready. Let's get into the games. See how it goes.
I must protect the
All right.
Alright. Looks like Savjz's stream is a little out of sync.
No. It's he's actually not playing. He's got his bot running.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the wrong class for that, man. He needs Shaman, not Warrior. Wow. Firebat's hand is terrible. How lucky for Firebat that the
Oh, he failed to join.
that the game glitches out on connection when his opening hand was like Cenarius garbage swipe. Wow.
Was it? No, I think it was Scenario's Cairn swipe.
Cenarius
Just like
Cairn
worse
swipe.
than garbage.
Yeah, that is well. Cairn is good in that matchup, but not in your opener. Like that.
Yeah.
That is the luckiest thing that's happened this tournament. He was gonna get the Druid hand that just loses to everything because it doesn't have Wild Growth or Innervate, and then
or anything else.
or anything. Yeah, and then the game didn't connect. Wow. Well.
Do you think it's fair to actually give Savjz the win? Should we talk to the tournament organizers?
Savjz still
Clear
probably
this
would
up?
have. Savjz still would have lost.
Okay.
Firebat would have hero powered for 5 turns in a row, played Cairn, and then Warrior would die. Like, That matchup
No,
is
no,
so
no.
rough.
It's hero power 3 turns in a row and then swipe the armor smith.
Got him.
Yeah.
See who has the bigger shield slam
1
now.
for 1. What? That's the same hand. It's double Wrath Keeper.
Oh, this time we got a keepable card.
Yeah. Well, he goes second. He gets that extra one, which makes his hand higher potential. Well, we got the panda.
Savjz has Armor Smith. It doesn't look important against Druid, but it is. You want, in order to beat Druid, you need to have like Armor Smith
Is
into
it?
Acolyte. Yeah, you need to have stuff on board early.
That armor smith gets destroyed by that panda. I just want to let you know.
Armor made to
I guess. Well, it also takes a hero power though. Oh jeez. Well, this draw is certainly a lot better than the last one.
Yeah.
Well played.
All right.
You can burn a shield block here. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You need better cards. That's a great draw.
Shield slam. Oh jeez. He didn't coin it. Wow.
Well, I think it's because, like, if you coin it, you don't actually have anything good to turn after. I think I'm okay with the other.
Now you have to play Spectral Knight as early as possible. That's how Warrior loses, because you have to take 12 damage in the best case scenario to deal with it. But now he's gonna get his Yeti shield slammed. He's gonna play Spectral, and now the Warrior just has one more mana to work with against this Spectral Knight. I think we're just gonna see like a Sylvanas played, or sorry, a Lotheb played into a Sylvanas.
Brawl works. I've done the numbers, and it's roughly 96% that the armor smith makes it.
It's only if they control the Armor Smith. But I guess from our perspective, we're Firebat, right? So it would work.
Yeah. Oh man. Is it brawl?
I mean, you have a clean kill available to you. I would just play Sylvanas. Yeah, go face. Oh, actually, I would have killed the Spectral Knight. I don't like going face there with the Lotheb.
I must safeguard.
Because he didn't have a good kill on the Sylvanas anyway. He'd have to hero power it, and you'd still steal the guy. Yeah, I like killing the Spectral Knight there a lot more. I think it was a big mistake, actually, from Savjz. He's losing more armor than he needs to. If he draws a second shield slam, it's going to be a lot worse now.
Okay.
Is he in a hero power?
Yeah, I mean, what else would you do? Savage Roar? No.
No, Shade, go face. Just race him. Then you have combo next turn.
Yeah, you have to combo the coin, that's true.
He's going to play the attrition game.
Panda.
Better against Brawl. And now Savjz just plays Gorehowl, and he's at 37 life. He's stabilized. He's actually just going to control the board from here on out. This never happens in Warrior versus Druid. Firebat played very defensively. He didn't use his coin as quickly as he could have. Despite drawing Wild Growth into Spectral Knight perfectly on curve, the two most important cards. And he's actually going to lose this game because of it, I think. That's crazy.
Well, Savjz does... Actually, wait, does he have lethal? 13, 7, and 6. Yeah, if he doesn't hero power or kill Sylvanas, he's dead.
That's game. If he taunts it, right?
No, he didn't taunt. It's
He
game
charged.
over.
All right.
Oh no, he does go for the kill though. He does go for the kill.
That makes more sense then. So do you execute the 4/4? Just attack it. Attack
point
it.
time.
All right. Belcher armor, or you just play Harrison here?
Harrison is more aggressive.
All right. It's gonna make that Black Knight in Firebat's hand a lot less good.
Yeah. That's for sure.
I like Drake here. He might draw a Wrath, or a Swipe, or a Yeti.
Yeah,
Leaning
but at the
towards-
same time, the Spectral Knight's out of range of both things on the board.
Is he gonna trade the Shade? No?
Alright, well, Savjz has got some outs to win here.
He does. Acolyte is not one of them, though. I don't mind just Gorehowl into the 4/6. Taskmaster, his guy. Sludge Belcher armor.
I like that. I mean, and if things go really wrong, you always have the Brawl with some garbage on your side of the board. You're never really out of it at this point from a Warrior, regardless of what happens. And that is the safest play for now.
If you're at a high life total and you have board control and you play Gorehowl, the game is just locked up. I mean, you're killing their best creature every turn for the rest of the game.
Well, for the next 3 turns, as it seems.
Yeah.
Innervate.
So Firebat's gonna do the Black Knight math. If he does play it, he will die. So that's just on board. Unless we're seeing a Savage Roar defensively here.
We're gonna see a Force of Nature defensively.
Okay. Well, the board's gonna clear up, and it's on Savjz now to try to find lethal. He does have pretty good control of the game at this point. It's gonna be a tough one to lose, but oh, that shield slam.
You can't actually kill the Spectral Knight, though.
Well, he's not in danger of dying to it. I think what you do is you armor shield slam the 4/3, attack face with Gorehowl, and play Acolyte. Because Savjz at this point has 4 weapons in his deck, and his deck must have something like 15 cards.
Is it 4? I feel like people play Gorehowl sometimes drop one of the other weapons.
Maybe. I don't, but yeah, I guess. Okay, maybe 3 weapons. Either way, it's about 25% chance that he's going to draw a weapon next turn, so you have to account for that. You want to attack now.
Yeah, but if you draw Fire War Axe and Druid Hero Powers every turn, you actually don't even lethal him. I don't like wasting Gorehowl. I don't like that. And Savjz doesn't either, apparently.
Alright, in order to survive, Firebat's going to Savage Roar here. He wasn't technically dead if he didn't do this, but it does let him kill both minions, so that's pretty tempting. See the turn pass back. He's not happy about that Innervate draw. That is not what you want in turn 10. Alex Straza, the worst finisher Savjz could have had. And he's regretting not making that attack last turn. So Alex Straza, both targets benefit his opponent right now.
You can't YOLO Alistraza. You can clear the board as it stands and Alistraza him to heal him.
I would heal myself. Or damage myself, rather. I'm a Warlock player at heart, man. You just play Pale Lord. Just play biggest flaming.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Because of that, he would have lethal. I think that's the play. I think it is Shield Slam attack Alistraza self.
Yeah. That is actually a lot better than really defensive Deathbite plays and stuff. So. Alright. Alistraza comes down. He's at 15, still not dead to combo. But he has seen 1 copy of it already. I think we're about to see an Innervate hero power. Just for that little bit more value. Alright. This Firebat actually managed to get himself back into this game.
That's really scenarios. Like, there's no other card that really could have done it here. Even Big Game Hunter wouldn't have been as good. Well, you're certainly right about those weapons. Yeah.
I've played this deck, man. This happens every time.
Is it Brawl time? Is it Brawl time? There's only 1 out of 4 that really suck.
Yeah. Yeah, I would do it.
I mean, 1 out of 4 you win the game.
1 out of 4 you lose the game.
Yeah. But as it
All right.
stands, you're gonna lose the game. Oh, okay.
I like playing Despite here, I think. It's gonna allow him to get the attack and the whirlwind next turn if he wants it, but decides not to. What does Wild Growth draw? Is it Ragnaros?
Druid of the Claw.
Wow.
Oh my god. If he didn't use the Innervate, would he have had lethal? 4/4. No, he would have been 1 off. 2 off because he wouldn't have Hero Power last turn.
Alright, I think we're about to see Druid of the Cloud charge, just go with the face. Or maybe, no, you have to taunt to
Oh, you
live.
have to taunt to live. Yeah.
Wow. What a game. Savjz needs something, but he has a lot of good draws.
Sludge Belcher is something.
There you go. It's not a weapon. Sure, he's happy to see it. See, he definitely should have played Despite last turn. That was a big mistake not to. There's actually no reason not to. And he's really getting punished for it here. Now he has to play War Axe instead and armor up.
Could just hit for 2. I think War Axe is pretty useless. You just play it.
Yeah. If he played Despite last turn, he would have 4 damage this turn instead.
I mean, even if you War Axe this turn... Well, I guess he might be trying to save the War Axe in case he wants to proc the 1 damage next turn. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Ancient Allure.
I think we're just gonna see the swipe this turn though. Gotta swipe, get the taunt out of the way. It's a lot of turns of Cenarius. Putting in work. Despite being pretty far behind in the mid game here, it's now at the point where both players have the same amount of life. Drawing comparable cards. Except Firebat has a creature in play.
And Savjz has a full
Justice,
armory.
man. Justice. I told you this would happen.
11. Well, he's not dead yet.
Do you heal? I don't think it
Oh,
helps if you
absolutely.
draw. No, you draw cards. What is it? What does healing stop you from dying to? All right, chooses to heal.
He drew 4 weapons in a row. In a row. There's no other cards he drew during this time. He basically hasn't drawn in 4 turns.
Savjz feels like he's unlucky, but if he made that attack, he could have been outputting weapon damage on face. 1 turn in advance.
Yeah. And like, how do you deal with Karen? You already played 2 Sludge Belchers.
That's game!
Lose. Oh, Savage Roar doesn't even require Karen to play. 3-0 sweep by the Druid. Oh man.
Got him.